position from Edgecombe in the Yamaha 600. So we need to get around to the... Okay, we're just about ready for the off. And who's it going to be away first? And it is going to be Halls and Davies first as they head into turn one. And it'll be Unsworth and Rose will be second through there. And then we go back to Goodwin and Blythe down under the bridge for the first time. And the Kawasaki leads the Aprilia through with the LCR 1000 sitting in behind them. Through, up over the up and over they come. And down into the Golden Homes hairpin. So it'll be the Kawasaki leads up the hill there from the Aprilia RS4, and then they drop down to the Porsche Tipper, and then the Goodwin Blythe Henderson LCR 1000 in behind them. Then we go back to Burke and Wilkinson in the MRE 1600 Yamaha, and then it's James and Desmond James and Richard Lawrence. They'll be the next ones through. Down towards the turn 10. And the Kawasaki leads out of there, and I'm expecting the Aprilia to use its grunt coming up the hill here to get close to it and close the gap down as they come up over past the pit entrance and across the start-finish line. And you can see that Aprilia closing all the time and goes down the inside. And basically, oh no, Adam, he's at the fastest opening lap, but the Kawasaki still leads as they get into turn one. I was quite surprised there because the Aprilia definitely had more speed going up the straight, closed up and drew alongside, but the Aprilia went for the Halls went for the outside going around there and managed to pull it back. So down in the Golden Homes hairpin, it is still the same as it was last time around. It is the 69 bike from the 12, and the 111 follows them through. Then we go back to the Ian Burke, Graham Wilkinson bike, followed by the Darryl Williams, Brian Flynn machine. And down into there now. Now we've got a pass done by the by Unsworth, and Rose got past the 69 machine coming up the hill here now. And it'll be the Aprilia all the way home from here. It's just that much more grunt on the Kawasaki. And across the start-finish stripe they come. Round turn one, down into the short straight, heading down towards the bridge. So, 2 laps down. So through the up and over they come now. Head down towards the Golden Homes hairpin one more time. Some of the back markers still coming across the line. That was the Spike Taylor Marcy Pendella bike come across there just after the Damon Nagel Louis Shriver bike. Meanwhile at the front, Unsworth and Rose are just opening up the gap now. And that 2017 LCR Aprilia RS4. And a little fight going on a little bit further back for 4th and 5th position between Ian Burke, Graham Wilkinson and the Darryl Williams, Brian Flynn machine. And then a little bit further back from them is David McArthur and Josh Keeley. Our lead bike comes across now. Unsworth set the fastest lap with a 1:13.367. And then this next battling duo comes up here, comes into view. And that's Burke and Wilkinson from Edgecombe lead Williams and Flynn from Waverley across the line. And there's a really good fight going on the back there between Dave McArthur and Josh Keeling and Desmond James and Richard Lawrence from Wanganui. They're having a great little scrap, those guys. So looking for our lead bikes now. They're just heading, or lead machines rather, they're heading down towards the Daylight EM sweeper. And they've really opened up a massive gap now, but that gap, that fight for 4th and 5th is still going on here. And there's another one going on just in behind it for 5th and 6th, sorry, 6th and 7th, as they come up the hill, and not quite as close as the fight in front, but it's still there. Our lead bike comes across the line now and sets another fastest lap, 1:12.822, basically 2 seconds faster than the Halls Davis machine, and they're falling back in the clutch is pretty good when Louis Blythe, because they are pick up speed. Meanwhile, there's a real good scrap going on down at the back, right down the back of the field here, and I'm picking that's the Peter Brockett, Simon Beard, Damon Nagel, and Louis Shriver, Spike Taylor, and Marcy Pandela bikes. The three of them together were coming across up this. Watch them come up the hill here. Oh, that was a real close pass there, and the fight for 8th, 9th, and 10th is really heating up. There's three of them climbing all over each other here. Might watch this for a while because let's face it, there's not a lot happening at the front. That Aprilia is just so quick, it's just walked out and disappeared off into the distance as it comes across the line one more time. And now the gap back to, in fact, we had a change of position for 2nd and 3rd. Peter Goodwin and Louis Blythe got past the Mark Hall's Jeff Davis machine. So let's see if they can come back. They're all side by side as they go down the next straight. And so into the, oh, look at this, right around the outside there. They're side by side through the up and over. That's really tight racing as they head down towards the Golden Homes hairpin. And it is the 3 machine, sorry, the 111 machine leads the 3, the 69. And down into the depot they come one more time. This is a good fight now for 2nd and 3rd position. Nobody's going to get close to the bike at the front. That's just, they've got so much horsepower on that thing. So as they head off down to the sweeper at the bottom of the track, and look at this fight back going on right at the back here. This is for 8th and 9th place as they come up the hill, come into sight anytime soon. And without a change of position there, Spike Taylor and Marcy Pandela are taking over 8th and 9th from Damon Nagel and Louis Shriver. And checkered flag comes out for the Unsworth machine. Goodwin and Blythe got the 2nd position, and Halls and Jeff Davies picked up 3rd. So that was a good close finish there. But the rest of them, who's going to pick up the minor money? Let's wait and see as they come up the hill. Watching them come back, and here's the 2 blue bikes together. And this is going to be the Burt Wilkinson machine versus the Williams Flynn machine. And across the strut, they're almost side by side across the line. And it was the Williams Flynn got it from the other bike. And then we've got in 6th place the MacArthur Keeling machine. And then we've just got to wait for 7, 8, 9 to turn up. And they're all still dicing it out all the way down at the back of the track here. Okay. Desmond James, Richard Lawrence come in next position, and then we're waiting for our final 2 to come up the hill, or 3 to come up the hill, I should say. Here they come now. They're coming out of the last turn, turn 10, the big climb up, and it's not going to be as close as I thought it would be. But as they come across the line, it will be Taylor and Pandela take it from Damon Nagel and Louis Shribner. And then the final bike running is Peter Boulder and Simon Beard from Auckland, and that is your Sidecars. We'll see them one more time later on this afternoon. Right up now, it is the intermediates will be up next.